Dr. Emanuele Ottolenghi is a senior fellow at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies and joins me. Welcome, Doctor.
Thank you for having me.
So is this actually true? They did a video being happy about being in their city and they got arrested for it?
Not only did they get arrested, but they were forced to confess to their crime on public TV in a manner that is reminiscent of totalitarian regimes.
What was their crime?
Their crime was, as you well described it, being happy. You can list many offenses in their actions. First, they had men, women dancing together. Second of all, the women were not wearing a garb that was modest enough for the rules of the Islamic Republic. Third of all, the video, though was put in the public domain, had not been cleared with the censorship authorities prior to being published. So all crimes that, of course, in the Western world and in liberal democracies are actually considered to be rights of the citizen, but in Iran, which remains a theocratic authoritarian state, are considered to be crimes.
The Iranian president said just recently that, in fact, Iran should not be cowards, not afraid of the internet. We should embrace it, and maybe these young people believed him too readily.
Well, he probably said it without thinking through the practical implications of what he said, and the Iranian police and judiciary immediately proceeded to show the Iranian populace the limits of that openness. That remains the problem in Iran today. There is a population that is very much in tune with Western liberal democratic principles, especially the youth, the urban educated youth. But the regime fears this freedom because it would undermine the authority of the theocracy at the top of the Iranian state.
Well, I was also reading, and see if you can confirm this, that possibly the judiciary and the government, the president, operate actually independently. And the president might have meant it, but the judiciary didn't like what they saw in the video and acted on their own.
Well, I think that what is more correct is that the president, it's true that the president does not necessarily have full authority on the judiciary, but the president does not have the supreme authority in the country to begin with. He's very much the executive director of the theocratic system, at the helm of which there is the supreme leader. The judiciary is much closer in the ways it thinks and it acts to the rest of the system. And I think that perhaps this is an indication of how Rouhani, the president, if he means well, he certainly was shown to be stepping out of line with the rest of the system.
Well, we have heard that at least some of these youth have been released, so we can only hope that this does not get too ridiculous.
Well, yes, except that, again, according at least to what's transpired until now, of the 7 youth that were arrested, 6 have been released, and only after they issued a public confession on TV denouncing the director of the movie, who remains in jail. So they have been used for a showcase trial, basically.
I appreciate your time here, Doctor. Thank you.
Thank you.